I began this piece, and I'm going to flash back and do like a kind of fast forward of how I made this, because autumn's coming and it's been sitting in my studio. Because I had silicone in the swipe that I did in the background, I had all these pieces. I don't know if you can see. Let me bring it up to you. I hope you can see these pieces here that resin resisted. And I'm putting it on an angle because it is about 24 inches by 12 inches, and I can't fit it all in the frame. So I'm determined to finish this and hang this year for autumn. I even already put the wire on the back of it for hanging. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you how to not repair a piece, but recover a piece of resin that has had silicone in. So this is what I do. I just take some sandpaper and go over. Now, some of the leaves are standing a little proud of the resin, which I don't mind because it just kind of adds a little bit of texture. But the silicone infected resin, I'm just going to go over those areas with some sandpaper. And I will put a link to the original video in the description box below if you want to watch how I did this. But these are real leaves from my garden, and it is so pretty. And when it's all dry and finished, I will show it hanging. So I'm just going to go over the whole thing very lightly with sandpaper, and this is going to give the new coat of resin some tooth to grip on. I want to get rid of the leaves though. That's the only thing, like, because I did this beautiful autumnal coloured swipe, and it had silicone in it, and silicone, it's like dealing with a little devil when it comes to adding resin on top of it. All right, so let's see. And because it's been sitting in my studio for, God, almost a year, it's embarrassing. But I'm sure we're all the same. We have these pieces that I don't want to throw it away because I know I'm going to like it and I know where I want to hang it. This piece isn't going to be for sale because it's leaves from our garden, and you know, it's kind of, we live in the country and it is so beautiful and I wanted these leaves. So this is a really, really good trick. When you have a piece of art that you have resined over something, acrylics that you've had silicone in it, do what I just did, sand it lightly. It's been a long time, so I really doubt there's any silicone left. Then Windex. Do you remember my big fat Greek wedding? They put Windex on everything. Zits, grease, countertops. So I'm gonna spray this whole thing with Windex, especially the areas that have, the resin has resisted. Simple, simple as pie. If you can make pie, or simple as buying pie. And then I'm just gonna rub this with Windex. Windex is the best thing for getting grease off. And I know, like, some people say they wash their pieces with, what's that dish soap? Dial dish soap. Or anyway, some people wash their pieces with dish soap, and that works for them. And I think that's probably good. And I wouldn't use Windex if you don't have resin on it, because I think it would take off the paint. So anyway, this has got a really good rub down. I have so many projects planned today. I don't even know where to start, but this one has been staring me in the face for almost a year, and I have to finish it. So, hope it's all still in the frame. There we go. Right, while the Windex is drying, I'm gonna mix some resin. I use a scale. Here's my cup. It takes it to 0.3 fluid ounces, so I reset that to 0. And then I like to add part B first, which is the hardener. So I'm gonna add 2 ounces of this. Or maybe I'm gonna do 2.5 ounces actually. I'm always a little on the extravagant side. I'd rather have, there we go, 2.6 ounces. That's fine. If I end up with 2.5 ounces of the resin, I'm good with that, because if you have to really get, this is Stone Coat's Art Coat. You have to do equal parts, and if you're going to miscalculate, it's better to have more of the hardener than the resin, but not a lot. I mean, like maybe 0.1 of fluid ounces. So now I'm going to reset my scale to 0, and I'm going to add 2.5 ounces of the resin to the hardener. There we go. Perfect. I'm going to stir this for approximately 3 to 4 minutes, and then we'll be back and cover this lovely autumnal painting with its final coat. I always like to put a blob in the middle first and then go out to the edges. Don't ask me why. I guess it's the way my mother put my bonnet on. That's kind of a cute Scottish expression, because I was actually born in Scotland, even though I have an English accent and am an American citizen. I'm kind of a mongrel now. going to use my scraper here. This will be better here. That's better. And I've actually put a glove on. That might even be better. I could do it with my hands. Let me do this first. And then I'll struggle with, I hate wearing rubber gloves. I think I'm going to have to make sure I cover it, because I didn't want to mix like so much resin. This is just going to peel right off this, by the way. Gloves are on. This actually does make it much, much easier. All right. So we are done. All completely covered. The sides, gorge. Gorge, gorge, gorge. Gorgeous. Yeah, see? Windex. Windex works wonders. Got all the bubbles. Try not to burn the leaves that are sticking out. And here is the finished piece. It turned out so beautifully. I know there's lots of reflection because it's resin and it's hard to see, but I'll try to bring you up close-ups. Camera doesn't know whether to focus on the window behind me or the painting. Anyway, so pretty. And in Connecticut, the fall is just beginning. And these are leaves from our garden. Thanks for watching. See you in my next video.